Do you want me to stand like this? Or
That's fine. We'll just look cool, man. We'll look cool. I'm here with Martin, and he is one of the community managers with Real Farm.
Real Farm by Triangle Studios and Sodesco Games is aimed at anyone who likes the idea of farming. I'm not gonna lie, simulation games are never something I've understood. In SimCity I built insane structures and caused worldwide chaos, and in Theme Park I purposefully built unfinished roller coasters that threw punters onto bouncy castles, and generally delighted in the mayhem, so I won't pretend I'm an expert on the genre. But I hear if you don't revel in planet-level catastrophes and general foolishness, that these sim-style games are a very relaxing and rewarding pastime, so I thought I'd best find out a little more about them.
What is Real Farm about?
So Real Farm is a farm experience game. Really puts you in the boots of a real farmer.
I like the way you word that. Puts you in the boots and the tractor, presumably, of a real farmer.
That as well. So what we aim to do with this game is offer a simulation experience, but also bring back the gaming aspect back into simulation. I can explain a little bit because we've got two game modes. We've got career mode and we've got free mode.
Okay.
So in free mode, it's the kind of the traditional simulator experience. You start out with a farm. You start out with some vehicles. You start out with a field, and then you can just work your way up from there in any way you'd like to. But we also got career mode, and in career mode, you start out with nothing. You just roll into town
with nothing.
With nothing.
Like basically as I would be as a farmer with nothing.
Yeah, just the clothes on your back and a car.
You got a car at least.
You got a car.
You got a car, so you can run away from it if it goes wrong. And then you've got to build an entire farm from scratch.
Well, you've got to take jobs from other farmers first. So you've got to make your own money. You've got to eventually buy your own tractors, your own equipment, and eventually you'll buy your own farm. So that's more like an objective-based game mode.
Yeah.
You'll have to do jobs for others first, and you have to work your way up to become a real farmer.
That's quite an interesting approach. A lot of these sim games you just have access to, maybe you've got to unlock a few things, but you have access to making your basic structure first. But this one you have to literally do favours for other people and be mucking out other people's animals. That's very realistic.
Yeah.
That's possibly too realistic almost, I have to say. They must have taken an incredible amount of time to develop.
Well, the development time, it wasn't incredible, but of course we've worked quite a long time on this game, and we still are. As we are here, we're showing the first two DLCs for this game, which are both free. So that's also what we're mainly working on right now. We're still improving on the game, still adding a lot of content to the game.
I think that's the joy of games like this, is you can keep expanding the worlds you're building, adding new features as you come up with them. What are these new DLCs offering?
So we've got two DLCs, Potato Pack and the Grüne Stahl map.
I love the names of these. These are brilliant. So there's actually a DLC because you can download Potato Pack onto your PC.
Yes, you can. So the Potato Pack, as the name suggests, adds a new crop.
Yeah.
Can you guess what it is?
Carrots.
Yeah, that's it. So it adds potatoes, of course, and a lot of new vehicles to harvest them with, a lot of new attachments, and that's permanently free for everyone. So that's the first one, and we've got the new map right behind us here.
With the shiny aforementioned car. Better than my car, I have to say.
So we're showing this one for the first time. And this is free for everyone who owns the game before March the 2nd, and that's when both DLCs will launch, and that's free for everyone who owns the game prior to launch.
That's good, supporting the early adopters that are already building up their farms and are now needing those extra DLCs to expand it.
Yes, that's kind of the thing we're going for, because to be honest, our launch was pretty rough for us. There were a few things wrong with the game, so people really stick with us as we try to improve on the game, and we have in the past time.
I think that happens. Even the biggest games, they have development hiccups when you're trying to meet deadlines. nothing playtests your game like releasing it out into the wild or the captivity, as this may be seen as. But it's pretty awesome that you're building something that big and you're still releasing new content and supporting the people that are playing the game.
Yeah, so as kind of a thank you for the community that's always been there for us. We don't want to do something back, so all this DLC is free for them.
So if people are interested in running their own farms, getting access to this badass car and presumably some tractors and some pretty cool equipment, where can they get the game from?
Right, so the game is out now on Steam, on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Okay.
It's also out physical, so you can get your physical copies as well from your favorite retailer or sites like Amazon and stuff.
For people that actually go to real shops, you can get this on a disc.
Yes.
I hear that's something they used to do in the olden days.
Yeah, well, it's still something that people
of course
kind of into, so that's what we do as well.
And it must be quite cool for you guys to have your game out in retail shops as well.
Yes, it is. It is very cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, and I look forward to seeing your potato crops.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to everyone watching and supporting these videos and indie game developers. Names of lovely Patreons are scrolling past the relaxing farming scenes as we speak. I think I might be starting to get this. See you next time!